Nice.
Shit, I'm ready to hit the slopes. Look like she about swallowed the football team. Fuck.
Reasons why I would make the perfect girlfriend. I make my own money, so I don't need yours. I can watch football with you on Sunday and understand everything that's going on. I drive my own truck, so you wouldn't have to worry about your wheels getting curved. And I'll fuck you like the government during tax season.
Oh, say less.
Alright guys. Hey, we're super committed to the channel. We're having a great time. We just wanted to ask if you guys can help us trigger the algorithm by hitting like. It helps us share to a wider audience. And if you have a friend that you think would enjoy this, please share it with them. All right, let's get back into it.
He didn't wanna fuck with me 'cause I'm the one. He got all the drugs and I got all the guns.
This one's for my ladies. I'm just gonna show you how I pose to make my butt look even bigger. This is what I'm working with, okay? If I'm posing from the front, I put all my weight on my side, like literally feel your hip pop out. You want to almost break your pelvis. Now this already looks good, but if we want it even more, we're gonna cross the leg. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful, right? Another way you can do this from the front, same thing, pop that hip out, and then just lean forward a little bit. Just lean forward. Now here's another side one. Put your body like 45 degrees from wherever the camera is. Pop a leg out, and you're gonna pivot. You're not gonna pivot your whole body, just like your torso area. Boom. We love it. Pretty shapes, pretty shapes. Now this one's from the back, okay? Face your booty towards whatever. Pivot and lean back. Lean back. And you see this back butt cheek? You're gonna squeeze it, because that's what creates the shelf.
She's the Tinder swindler.
Imagine having a negative opinion about me, and I have no idea who you are.
Uh-oh, phasing it up in a pile driver. Oh my goodness, folded Faye in half.
That's assault, brother.
My name's Rachel Maserati. I'm from Boston. You can call me baggage claim. I have hella back. My money as long as both your auditions. Both audition lines you just had, my money just as long as that. I'll knock any of these bitches out, leave them clean on the curb.
We're gonna knock out on the curb.
No,
right now. In this group.
I'll knock anybody out.
Bitch be gone. Kills 99% of bitches and eliminates a hoe. This is lavender scent with a crisp with me accent. This shit holds your juice and your drinks and keeps it cold in a steel motherfucking canister. How do you use it though? When a bitch with you, you just beat this motherfucker with a steel canister until she gone or till she gone. This shit is good for bitches, hoes, sluts, pieces of shit, wrenches, assholes, dumbasses, and your fucking boss. So stay hydrated and whoop her ass with a canister while you at it. You can buy it right here, and every one of these you buy, I make money off of it. I ain't gonna even hold you, cuz. Oh yeah, this bit work.
Everybody always asks me, like, how do you function with these long nails? I can do anything.
Stop the cap.
But I will admit there's two things I cannot do. The first one, I cannot open a canned drink. I just can't do it. So I use my house keys. I probably shouldn't, but that's how I do that. Now the second thing is grab my card. Like, I have this. I got it from Amazon, but it's like literally a card grabber. Because when I'm at like the ATM, the gas station, whatever, I'm like, it doesn't work. But that's literally it. I can do everything else just like you guys.
She could do about everything but talk, right? Man, what's up with that? She must have talked some trash and got her jaw wires shut.
So this is about wiping because many women wipe incorrectly, and so do guys. But it's more important for women because you're more apt to getting urinary tract infections. So what happens after you go poop? I've had a lot of women, and I ask them, how do you wipe? And they'll say, well, I reach between my legs, and I'll go all the way back, and then I'll pull it forward. And I think, what? You're pulling all that fecal material forward towards your pee hole, which is your urethra. Or what most people do is they'll reach back like this, and they'll go by their butt, and then they'll move it forward to wipe. And again, they're infecting themselves. So you got to tell your daughters this, because this is a really good way to get a urinary tract infection when you can avoid it. Wipe from front to back, always.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
I even cut my hair and changed my name, 'cause we all just wanna be big.
Bye, Felicia.
But it haven't really hit our parking lot yet, so it's really ain't affecting me yet. But once it do hit that, they probably gonna tell us to evaporate, and then that's what gets on my nerves all the time. We gotta keep evaporating. Yeah.
Can you spell that for me?
You won't.
One thing I'm sick of having to explain is why I have 8 baby daddies. Okay, so I'm explaining this one time for y'all, so it won't be any more questions. Okay, let me explain this. If you have one and you take away one, you have 0. But if you have 8 and you take away 3, you still have 5.
I think the hood accent gave me all the math I needed to figure out what was going on here.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know what proper pronoun should be in place here. But whatever it is, I would not be saying it to his face.
Check this out, to all my entrepreneurs, all my hustlers. Do not think that you're the only one that's having a hard time, okay? I'm having a hard time at my level. There's always different levels to it, and there's different levels to the hard time. But we all having a hard time achieving what we want to achieve. People in our rave, bureaucracy, red tape, hit that fuck that button, get to it, and get it done. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Fuck that and get it done. No excuses.
Hey guys, you know, I know this game is tough, but there's different levels to it. We all have different stresses, different anxieties, different troubles. Don't worry about it. We're all just in the game. Have some fun. Even P. Diddy said it. All right, y'all.
Oopsie, squirrel.
Looks like I'll be talking to you never. What's up, guys? Let's see what I got for y'all today. You know, the older that I got, the more I realized that a key to my life was controlling my emotions and my thoughts. And for me, I'm really good at having positive thinking off the bat. But I think a human mind is sort of susceptible to toxic thinking and negative thinking. And even if I think positive for a while, I'm listening to jazz music, if I let my mind kind of go where it wants to go, it will find its way to places like, why did my dad die? Or why did this relationship end? And things like that. And I'll actually find myself mulling that over for like, well, probably a long minute, not quite 5 minutes, but I'll catch myself doing it and literally stop that situation. So what naturally I'd want to do probably is indulge in and keep going on and on and on. And, well, there's definitely a time and place to think it over, and you have to process it. But, you know, if I'm driving to work at 9 o'clock in the morning, I start to think about things that make me emotional. I have a whole day ahead of me. It's important that I shut down that thinking because I don't need it to disturb my entire day. But I just do find it interesting that even me with very positive thinking, with all the things I've been through, that my mind will naturally go there. And when I was much younger, that's all my mind would focus on. I'd be up at night thinking about the most horrible things that happened in my life, or even hypothetical things that could happen and what I'd do if they did. And it's just interesting to sort of observe that. And, you know, once I took full control of my emotions and my thoughts, you know, some of these businesses will put you, you know, to your limit. And sometimes I even had to use denial, you know, to pretend like the financial burden wasn't so big just to get through. So it's important to figure out how to, you know, coach your mind, train your mind, and how to deal with it at certain times. Furthermore into that is, you know, they always say, trust your gut feeling. And for me, I sold a lot of cars, like from the auction, and like I'd go on Craigslist and I'd find cars or OfferUp. And every time I went to go see a car and had $5,000 in my pocket to meet someone in the middle of nowhere on a street I've never been before, my gut feeling always told me, fuck, you know, like this is a problem every single time. But I never got robbed. And every time I went over there, I met a nice person. I never really bought a bad car. I'm a mechanic, so I can kind of see all the problems. But every single time, I must have bought 500 cars in my life. I'd go to the auction and buy 10 at a time. So, you know, I always had a badass feeling in my heart, in my gut. I felt like I shouldn't go. I felt like I had $5,000 cash. Who was this person? But I denied my gut feeling and experienced profit, good situations, nice people, and all the rest. So I think that it's interesting that the vast majority of the public would tell you don't trust your gut no matter what, is what they'd say. But when I went to the contrary of that and my gut was telling me don't go, and I went, it was okay. So, you know, it's interesting to observe the emotions. All the emotions and thoughts you have aren't real, aren't true. It's important that you challenge what you're thinking, challenge what you're feeling. And if it is true, you know, make sure it's the proper time to digest it and make life as easy on yourself as you can possibly make it. Like, that's the point. You know, like, you are going to face hardships, but like, why drown in it? If you can take it incrementally and deal with it little by little until the point where you're actually okay. Why accept the fact that you're a victim because this happened when you could say, this happened and made me strong. It defined my character, things like that. Everything is a decision and a choice that you're making, and it's going to affect your life only. So make the best decision for you. If you're having emotions that are out of control them for you. You know what I mean? All right, guys, let me know what you think about that in the comments. And I want to know other people, like the experience you guys have had with your gut feeling. Have you denied it and it's been all good, or have you gone with it and you would have been in trouble had you not? All right, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. We gonna see you on the next one.